So right now, my students are wondering if Andrew has ESP. I randomly picked a card and looked at it, and then Andrew tried to read my mind and predict what was on the card. He got 9 correct out of 10 by guessing. So maybe he's not just really guessing, maybe he's able to read my mind. Do you think he has ESP? Let's use Fathom to help us figure this out. You can see that I've got two attributes here, one called card and one called guess. The card is what I would choose, the guess is what Andrew would choose or guess. And if we right click on here, we can see that there's a formula for both card and also under guess where we have random pick, star, circle, wave, or plus. So it's randomly picking one of those four. And we have that same formula, as I said, under the attribute for guess. So now we're going to see if there's a match between card and guess. So I'm going to create a new attribute called match, and I'm going to edit the formula on match, and I want to know if what was on the card and what Andrew guessed were the same. And you can see here we have a series of trues and falses. If true appears, it's because what was on the card and what Andrew guessed was exactly the same. So here we have two trues. And here's a graph of how many trues and how many falses we have. So 2 matches and then 8 that didn't match. If I hit Command Y, I can re-randomize and get a lot of different results. So 1 match, 4 matches. That time he was all the way up to 7 by guessing alone. There was only 3 times where Andrew would have been off, and so on. But it doesn't look like he ever gets 9 matches. But it would be nice to actually use Fathom to collect how many matches we have in each set of 10. So let's do that. I'm going to inspect the collection. And we have a measure here that I've created called count. And we're going to count how many times the word true appeared here. So how many matches we had in those 10 guesses. And notice here we've got a value of 2. If I hit Command Y to re-randomize, now we have a value of 4. And notice there are 4 trues here. And I'll show you one more time. Another 4. True, 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 true. Let's actually collect some measures. So I right click on my collection here. I say collect measures. And it's collected 5 measures, but I'd rather have a total of 100 measures. So let's do 100 measures. And we'll collect those measures. And let's take a look at a graph of those measures. Notice we have 100 measures, 100 times that we did this simulation. And notice that in none of those times did we ever get 9 guesses by just guessing alone. As a matter of fact, this distribution is skewed to the right, and it looks like it's centered somewhere around maybe a 2.5, which makes sense if you think about it. There are 4 cards. We'd expect to get 25% of the guesses right in the long run. Or when we're talking about 10 cards, that would average out to about 2.5 correct on average. So I'm thinking that Andrew can actually read minds.